PhD in Applied Linguistics TESOL. He taught at many foreign universities with 25 research papers, 6 books on linguistics, and has a postdoc fellowship abroad. Join Applied Linguistics Group at youtube.com/@1966 Pakistani, or use a QR code to join our Facebook group at Can Overage Get Immigration in Canada? If you are an overage, then immigrate as a provincial nominee. Apply as a provincial nominee through the non-express entry process. This is the non-express entry application process for the provincial nominee program. You must apply in 2 stages. First, you must decide where you want to live in Canada and apply to that province or territory for a nomination. They will review your application based on their immigration needs and if you really plan to live there. After a province or territory nominates you, you must apply to Immigration, Refugees, and Citizenship Canada for permanent residence. They'll assess your application based on Canadian immigration law. These instructions are for Stage 2 of the application process. Fees from $1,365. This fee increased on April 30, 2022. Processing time? 16 months. You may need to give biometrics with your application. This processing time includes the time you need to give your biometrics. Get a nomination, fill out your application, pay your fees, and what happens after you apply. Provincial nominee through the non-express entry process. Eligibility. To apply as a provincial nominee, you must meet the minimum requirements of one of the province or territory's non-express entry streams. Be nominated under that stream.
If you don't have a nomination. To be nominated by a province or territory ***, you must follow the instructions on their website and contact them directly. Alberta, British Columbia, Manitoba, New Brunswick, Newfoundland and Labrador, Northwest Territories, Nova Scotia, Ontario, Prince Edward Island, Saskatchewan, Yukon.
Provincial Nominee Program, How to Apply, Non-Express Entry Process. How to apply. You must now apply online. As of September 23, 2022, you must now apply online for this program. If you can't apply online, and require accommodations, including for a disability, you can ask for the application in another format, paper, Braille or large print. Fill out your application. Once you've been nominated by a province or territory, you can apply for permanent residence. Sign in or create a permanent residence online application portal opens in a new tab, Account. The instruction guide, IMMEP 7000, will help you fill out the forms properly. You must fill out these digital forms online. You'll fill out these digital forms online, for yourself, and any family members 18 or older. Generic Application Form for Canada, IMM 0008. Schedule A Background Declaration, IMM 5669. Additional Family Information, IMM 5406. Family Information, IMM 5406. How to apply. You must now apply online. As of September 23, 2022, you must now apply online for this program. If you can't apply online, and require accommodations, including for a disability, you can ask for the application in another format, paper, Braille or large print. Fill out your application. Once you've been nominated by a province or territory, you can apply for permanent residence. Sign in or create a permanent residence online application portal opens in a new tab, Account. The instruction guide, IMMEP 7000, will help you fill out the forms properly. You must fill out these digital forms online. You'll fill out these digital forms online, for yourself, and any family members 18 or older. Generic Application Form for Canada, IMM 0008. Schedule A, a Backgrounder Declaration, IMM 5669. Additional Family Information, IMM 5406. Supplementary Information, Your Travels, IMM 5562. Supplementary Information, Your Travels, IMM 5562.
Using an immigration representative. If you're a representative, find out how you can create an account and submit applications on behalf of your clients. If you want to appoint someone to do business with us on your behalf, you must download a use of a representative, IMM 5476, PDF, 1.48 megabytes, or authority to release personal information to a designated individual form, IMM 5475, PDF, 2.2 megabytes, whichever applies. Complete it. Sign it digitally or by hand and get your immigration representative to do so also. Upload it with your application. An immigration representative, an immigration consultant or lawyer, can give you advice and help you with your application for a fee. But they can't open a portal account on your behalf. Electronically sign the application for you. Sign into the portal using your username and password. A representative can fill out forms and communicate with us on your behalf through their own account. They can also help you prepare the documents you need to upload. Answer questions about the forms. After you read the declaration, you must be the one who types your name. This is the legal requirement for your application to be considered signed, according to Canada's immigration law.
Photo specifications. You need one photo for each person on your application. Follow the instructions in the online application to scan and upload both sides of your photo. Technical issues. If you're having technical issues applying, contact us using the web form. Under Type of Application Inquiry, choose Technical Difficulties from the drop-down menu. In the text box, specify the program you're applying under. Upload screenshots from your account that show us the page where you're having problems, the error messages you get. If you need to upload a number of images, find out how to combine them into one document. Pay your application fees. In most cases, your fees will include processing fees for you and anyone you include on your application, the Right of Permanent Residence Fee, RPRF, biometrics, third-party fees. You have to pay your fees using our online fee tool, opens in a new tab. Biometrics fee. In most cases, you must pay a biometrics fee when you submit your application. Otherwise, you may experience delays. The biometrics fee covers the cost of collecting fingerprints and a digital photo. After you pay the biometrics fee with a complete application, we'll send you a letter confirming that you need to give your biometrics and where you can go. You must show this letter when you give your biometrics. You must give your biometrics in person. Make sure to book an appointment if this service is offered. Find a collection point close to you. Temporary changes to biometrics. Book your biometrics appointment as soon as you can to avoid processing delays. If you can't book an appointment by the deadline given on your biometrics instruction letter, there may be temporary measures in place to help you. Third-party fees. Depending on your situation, you may need to pay third parties for medical exams, police certificates, language testing, educational credential assessment. Our instruction guide can help you understand which fees apply to you. Submit your online application. Before you submit your application, make sure you answer all questions. Electronically sign your application. Type your full name exactly as shown on your passport. Include your processing fee receipt. Upload all the supporting documents. You must include a copy of the nomination certificate that the province or territory sent you. If your application is incomplete, we'll reject it. You'll have to fix any errors and then resubmit it. Video, save time. Send a complete application. This tutorial video shows you how to complete your application correctly and avoid common errors that can cause delay.
Are you planning to travel or immigrate to Canada, apply for Canadian citizenship, or sponsor a refugee? Are you filling out any other Citizenship and Immigration Canada applications? Excellent. I'm here to help you complete your application correctly and avoid common errors that result in application delays and get you on your way faster. Hi, my name is David, and I work for Citizenship and Immigration Canada, or CIC. We get thousands of applications each year from people around the world. It seems that Canada is a popular place. What you may not know is that many applications we receive are incomplete. Sometimes, applicants don't fill out their applications in full, or they send applications that are missing some of the documents we need. Others forget to sign their forms. In all of these cases, we have to return the applications without processing them. Unfortunately, this means that valuable time is lost while applicants resubmit their applications to us and wait for them to be processed. I'm here to help you save time and worries. Watch carefully as I walk you through the most common mistakes that applicants make. Feel free to pause the video at any time to check your form and materials. Press play again when you're ready to continue. And don't forget, the Video Center on our website has other useful tutorials to help you complete your application, so be sure to take a look. Let's start with filling out your application. All of our applications are available online. The best way to fill out your form is on your computer. It's easier to read and process. Some forms include a Validate button at the top or bottom of the page. If your form has this feature, make sure to click the button once you've completed the form. This will tell you if you've filled out all sections. If you haven't, it will highlight incomplete sections of the form in red. When you are working with our online or PDF forms, remember that you can stop and save your work at any time. This makes it easy for you to locate documents or research your answers. You can return to your application later to finish it. Here's a real problem area. Often, we find that people skip questions or leave them blank. Be sure to answer all the questions on your form. Do not leave any empty question boxes or blanks. If the question does not apply to you, simply write NA, meaning not applicable. The lesson here, send us a complete application. Answer all the questions. It is also important to be clear with your answers to avoid confusion during processing. Sometimes, we receive applications that are hard to read or difficult to understand. If CIC staff do not understand or cannot read an answer, the application will be returned. The applicant has to fix the problem and resubmit the forms to us to be processed. Filling out your application on a computer is always the best approach. Answers are easier to read, which makes applications easier to process. Another tip, answer all questions completely. In other words, give us the facts. Sometimes people give vague or irrelevant answers. Try to avoid this by giving us complete and detailed answers. For example, if a question requests your address in Canada, do not simply write Canada. Please provide as complete an address as possible. At minimum, include the name of the town or city and province in Canada. If you're not sure of the exact location, do not leave it blank. Make sure you search for the right answer and include it. Another common problem area is photos. We have very specific photo requirements, and these are clearly outlined in each application kit. They are sometimes different for different applications. We often receive photos that do not meet our specifications. Sometimes they're damaged, or they're not clear, too dark, or have shadows. Unfortunately, we have to return the entire application to you and ask to send new photos when you resubmit your application. Your best approach is to bring the photo specifications in your application package to your photographer. Check the photos when you receive them to make sure that they meet our needs. When you're ready to submit your application, remember to include all supporting documents. This means photos, fee receipts, and supplementary forms. Supporting documents include items such as passports, birth certificates, medical information, financial statements, language test assessments, or sponsors forms. Go through the checklist to see what, if any, supporting documents are needed, and include them with your application. When applying by mail, always send originals, unless the application guide or document checklist says photocopies are acceptable. Another common mistake happens when applicants send us the wrong types of supporting documents. Keep in mind that we do not accept substitutes. If we have asked for a birth certificate, do not send a passport instead. Other identification that lists your complete name and birth date is not always acceptable. Read the questions carefully and go through our checklist to make sure that you are following the proper steps. What do you do if you can no longer obtain an original document, like a birth certificate, that is needed for your application? If you are in this situation, you must provide a statutory declaration or affidavit. To find out when and how to provide a statutory declaration or affidavit, refer to the guide in your application kit. If you cannot provide an original document that is required, tell us why. Do not leave the section blank, and do not write NA. Remember, save time. Send us a complete application so you can get on your way faster. Be sure to provide us with the right number of identification documents. If we have asked for more than one, that means we need more than one for your application to be considered complete. Don't forget to fill out and include any supplementary forms that are required. These are extra forms that you may need to fill out. Check your application guide, locate the right forms, and complete them. Do you have a family, spouse, or dependents, or both? Make sure you provide all the information we need for your entire family. If they're not coming with you to Canada, you must still provide their information as requested on the application. You're almost ready to send your application package to CIC, right? It's time to stop and review everything. Have you included photos, supporting documents, and all required supplementary forms? Don't forget to include the correct fee. Make sure you double-check the amount and include it in full. Sign all documents related to your fees. Do one last review of the document checklist in your application kit. Make sure you have included all the information and materials we require. Remember, it is important to send a complete application to avoid processing delays and get on your way faster. Your application will be returned to you if there are problems or if you are missing information or documents. You will be asked to fix the problems or obtain the correct documents, then resubmit your application to us. This takes time and causes delays. If you need to provide extra information to support your application, you may include a note with your application package. The note should be provided on a separate piece of paper and should include additional details you want to give to CIC. However, do not provide documents that we have not requested. Finally, remember to sign and date your application. We need your signature and the date for your application to be considered complete and valid. Depending on the form you're filling out, you may need to sign in more than one place. Be sure to read the application and guide carefully. You'll find all application guides and checklists on our website at www.immigration.gc.ca/guides. Be sure to use them. If you're like most people, you probably don't like delays. My best advice? Skip the frustrating step of having an incomplete application returned to you. Save time. Send us a complete application.